Okie dokie. Hopefully this works. First time using this. Anyways, really quick, my story. Um, Born in Colorado. I was a little guy growing up in the mountains. My parents were both skiers. My dad coached ski racing for a long time, and he was big into ski racing and had us skiing when we were really little. I don't remember learning how to ski, but I know I loved it from the beginning. And yeah, both my parents are Christians. Both of their parents are Christians. My grandparents are awesome. They're saints for sure, and they had a huge influence on me when I was little. And so when I was really little, like 2 or 3 or something, I was going to bed one night and I was like, "Hey, Mom, how do I get Jesus into my heart?" And so ever since that moment, Jesus has been a huge part of my life, and he's been in me for sure. His spirit has guided me through my life since that point, and I never had to kind of separate my faith from my parents' faith. It was really personal for me for as long as I can remember. And I mean, of course, I struggled through stuff, and you know, had some issues with sin in my life and all that kind of stuff through middle school and going through teenage years and everything. But for sure, God was there and guided me through it. And so in middle school, I started going to the Christian school in Breckenridge and met a bunch of friends there. They're still like my best friends, and that was cool. And I kind of got bored with ski racing at that point, so I started going into the park with my buddies, Chris and Eric. You guys know them. And um, yeah, I quit ski racing. Anyways, I started like idolizing skiing, especially through high school and a couple years after high school. All I wanted to do was be successful in competition and be in magazines, and I just idolized skiing. Everything, my whole identity was wrapped up in what tricks I could do, or what people on the mountain thought about, my skiing or whatever. And it was bad. It was a dark place, and I'm not that good, so it's like it doesn't work out very well. And so it's hard because that was my whole worth was, and I wasn't good enough to find satisfaction in that. And I don't think any of us are. None of us are good enough in life. Even the best in the world aren't good enough for themselves. Anyways, where we at? Oh, we're good. We're good. So yeah, I always told God, throughout high school and everything, I was like, okay, God, if you ever want me to quit skiing, I will. And I always said that, and I kind of hoped that it wouldn't happen. But he ended up just being like, all right, do it, quit skiing. And I was like, oh man, are you serious? No freaking way. But so I went to Bible school in Kansas, and I I didn't intend on ever skiing again. Really, I mean, not in any like meaningful way. Like I pretty much put up my skis. I just quit, and I thought I was gonna be like a missionary or something. I don't know. And I went to Bible school in Kansas, and Kansas is stupid. I mean, there's nothing to do. Sorry, Kansas. Anyways, yeah, and God taught me some crazy things in Kansas, and I really you just use it to find my identity and my worth in Him, and not in skiing or snowboarding or whatever else we do in life. So that was good. And then the cool thing is, this opportunity came up like kind of through SFC and through Johnny. Some of you guys know Johnny. Probably all you guys know Johnny. Anyways, we went to India to teach skiing, that was just God like, hey, I love you so much that I would give you this pass. And I was questioning God through the whole time in Kansas, like, why would you have me grow up in Breckenridge with a ski racer dad and a ski instructor mom, and like with all these friends that influenced me in these ways, and why would I love skiing so much if you didn't want me to do that, or if you have no use for that? And so I was kind of bummed. It was kind of a dark place in Kansas as far as spiritually. And then this opportunity came up for India and everything through SFC and all that stuff. And it was just God like, hey, I gave you these gifts. I have a plan. Like, I love you. And it was so tangible. And especially, I mean, just going to India, it's crazy what God will do in places like that. And so, I don't know. Yeah, He just loves us. And now skiing is a gift. It's not mine anymore. So that makes it so much better too, because it's just God's and it's just worship, and it's that guy was driving around on the street. It's like, yeah, it's a game. Like, the whole universe is a game. God just made it fun, and because he's loving you. Yeah, so, uh, what else? That's way under time, so we're doing good. Everybody else go short, so we can all keep up. That's all.